All right, everyone. I am Dr. Imfan Akpan. Thank you for tuning in. Today is a very important video. I was having a conversation with Dr. Scott Dell earlier today, and part of that conversation was about how important AI is to the development of the metaverse. And I know I've been spending a lot of time going over the platform spatial, but I did want to show you and kind of go back to a very, very enjoyable platform that's designed for education, which is Virbela Frames. And to give you a perspective of where things are today, um, Virbela, it's been around. I've been using this since 2019, 2018, definitely during the pandemic. I would host classes in the metaverse, and they've only worked to develop the platforms and to build them up. So I think it is very interesting, something that is worth talking about and seeing. So I'm just going to get right into it. So I've gone to the Virbela Frames website. And what's great about many of these platforms is that you can actually join the platforms for free. So if you've already signed up, like I have, you can go ahead and log in. And once you log in, you can actually go to your, I've already created a frame. So I'm going to go to this particular frame, which we can join in 3D, meaning I'm in this environment, which is a virtual environment, but I'm joining it 3D on my computer. One of the big differences between spatial and Virbela, I would say, is that spatial has a more of an mobile friendly aspect, whereas Virbela is much more laptop, desktop friendly. And for those of you who are listening on the podcast, go to YouTube. You can watch this video on YouTube. And if you like, you subscribe, you'll get notified when more videos are launched and uploaded. So just to kind of move around in here, this is a frame. And one of the ways to think about the design aspect of Virbela is that it's different than spatial, but many of these are still the same in the sense of the controls are just like the controls you use for a computer, a video game. And when you create the frames, you can actually decide ahead of time the environment that you'd like to use and then what elements you'd like to have in the frame. So for example, in this one, I've chosen a very large space. And the reason for this large space is that I wanted the students to be able to move around and explore and then split up in groups. And if you notice, I have the course syllabi located in different places. And at this time, I was at a place called SCAD. So this was my SCAD syllabus. So if you notice, you can click on it, you can open it up, you can take a look at it, you can download it, you can go through the course syllabus, look at the different assignments, and everyone as a group can actually look at this and engage with it. So this is a great way to split everyone up for group work. Now, one of the things is that if you notice, I'm in this room no one else here. Now, if I had students, and this is one of the things we were talking about with AI, if I had my own persona, so if I had an AI persona or AI version of myself in here at all times, then I'd be able to, then I would be able to meet with students and answer questions anytime they come into the anytime they come into this frame, because right now no one is here, and if I'm not here, then there's no one to answer questions of the students. But if you have an AI chatbot persona, students can come in and ask questions about the course, and they can get answers right away. One more thing I wanted to show you is that the way this is set up, I call it a metaverse PowerPoint. So if you notice, we've got scene 2 of 8, 3 of 8, 5 of 8. So these are all different scenes. So I'm able to take everyone that's inside of this room, take them to another scene, and you can think of it to a new PowerPoint page, and I can add other activities in here. This is a survey. So you can add surveys, you can add assets. So it allows you to add assets, whiteboards, PDFs, a poll. So I took a poll to find out, okay, I'm having fun, it's easy. So I took a poll with the class. And you can add those on the fly, or you can add those already programmed in. The other thing is they have whiteboards where you can have students to draw on the whiteboards. I drew on that whiteboard as well. So they can interact, and you can have them split up into various groups. And so you can have a lesson here. You can talk through different things. So I think it's a great experience. I'm kind of moving around because I want to show you some of the scenes that I set up for this lesson. And if you think about it, this was a lesson for I want to say over a month. So let's say the class meets once a week or twice a week. Usually once a week, we would go into frames and have class, and I would have an activity for the students. So for example, here, we're in a different scene. Let me go and change this. Let's go to the whiteboard. So we're in this scene right now. And in here, there's a PowerPoint. So I've got a PowerPoint presentation here. Where I discuss LLCs and how they're set up. Let me just move over here. So I've got a PowerPoint on LLCs that I put in here. Also, I think I have in here as well. Oh, there's a retail store. So I actually put in the environment a retail store to talk to the students about a retail business. So there's an actual retail store in here, and I wanted to talk to them about inventory and what retailers do. So you can actually, whoops, we walk through the store, but you can actually go into the retail store and look at the items. This is another activity that I have set up for them on Elon Musk, Walt Disney, Um, and I have them go to the whiteboard and work through this problem. There's some other things in here too. So I think it's pretty interesting. Here we go. Here's some financial information. So I send them in groups also here to look at this financial information for Facebook. Now it's Meta. So they had to answer some questions using this financial information. So I think it's very interesting. I think this is a great method to learn, and I think many times we may not realize the power of the technology, and then we may not realize how much other technologies will impact it. And I'm a real firm believer that AI is definitely going to propel the metaverse, which is still there, as well as video games. So I'd like to call it the video game metaverse, where you can have AI personas playing games for you, right? And being part of things for you. So I think it's very interesting. Love to hear what you think. Please make sure to leave some comments and like and share. And until next week, I will see you